Hello and welcome to Crafting by the Falls. My name is Natalie. I want to thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me. You know I truly appreciate it. So today I will be doing a review for FGNORMAL. I will leave in the description box the link to get you to the store. And I also will leave you the links to the 2 kits I will be reviewing and the discount code that they have provided for you guys. And yeah, you need to go check them out. FGNORMAL, they just don't have cross stitch. They also have diamond painting and paint by numbers. They do have a special going on, so make sure you go over to their website, go check them out. And if you do place an order, please use my discount code. It just lets them know that you seen my videos. So I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna bring out the package. So here is the package that I received from FGNORMAL, and it's just the standard shipping bag. So I'm gonna pull it out, and I have 2 kits. So I have this one and this one. So yes, there's a lot of glare. It's as you know, I think everybody in the US or Canada, we've all gotten hit by this storm, and it's Sunday afternoon and it is snowing. So I apologize. So I'm going to set this one aside. We'll leave the big kit for last, and we'll start with this one. And did you notice that they're not a Joy Sunday or a spring kit? So this one came in this packaging. There we go. I'm gonna set that aside, and I guess we'll start off right away with the toolkit that they provided. So that was in the bag. I'm going to open this up and we'll see. So we have the finger protector, we have a threader, and we have some needles. So this kit that I'm going to be reviewing is 11 count, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 needles. And they do have the golden head to them. So I'm going to put this back so we don't lose it. And are you ready to see what I got? I'm going to show you the picture on the chart. And I think they found my Christmas portrait this year. What do you think? I'm sorry, I had to get it. When I seen that, I was like, oh my. So, my name is spelt with no H, but it is, spelling it with the H is usually the French way. But, yeah. How cute is that, right? So, it is 40 by 40. And then also on the same page, they do have the instructions. And then if we open this up, you can tell that it's the shiny paper, but we have the whole chart right here. And I'll show you right here. Here are the symbols. And let's see how many colors we're going to have in this kit. We're going to have a total of 35. So I'm going to set this here. And we'll take a look at the canvas. I'm not sure on the website. It didn't say who printed this. But there is the kit. The canvas, as you can see, is serged all around. And I have to say, it is not too confetti at all. A lot of color blocking. And I'm going to bring this up and show you. I'll start on this side just so you can see that the symbols are printed really well. Happy with that. And I'm going to bring that over. I'll bring it up so you can see. You can definitely, I'm going to fold that just so it's easier. You can definitely see that these are circles. You can definitely make out the printing. There's one little plus all by itself. A little bit of confetti stitching, but it doesn't look to be too bad. Bring that up so you can see the face. So I'm going to have to stitch this up for Christmas. I'll flip it this way just so that you can see we have floss drops. So I'm just going to kind of go through them. It's not as nice as I love the cards. Apologize for the crinkle noise. I'll be really quick. There we go. Ooh, these feel so soft. Ooh, really like that. So, take the elastic off, but I'll flip through the colors and hopefully it'll give you an idea. I'm not going to give you the numbers, but just so you can see the different colors. A lot of greens. Look at those. I like that pink. That's nice greens. Oh, they're nice too. 3849. And then we got the browns. So that is our first kit. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Just lets me know you're enjoying the content. I'm going to pause and I will bring out the next kit. So here is our second kit. You can kind of tell what it is, but I'm going to pull it out of the package and we'll take a look at this kit. I've been pretty excited about reviewing this, and I will say that there are 3 other ones to this set, so I would like to get them. And this is the picture. It is 11 count, as you can see, 85 by 60 centimeters. And don't we need a picture like this today with the weather that we've been having? Oh, I can't wait till spring comes. But I love the pink, the blue. These look like daisies. And then we have a little bit of like rocks in the pathway up to the house. And then we got these nice pink trees, and look at the waterfall. Isn't that stunning? So I'm going to put this down and set it to the side. And this is a Mona Lisa kit. And I'm just opening this up. So then, okay. I'll just show you how it came. So it was all folded. We do have a paper chart. Ooh, we have 2 needles, so I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so I'll set this aside so we can just go over the chart. I'm going to set the needles over here so I don't lose them. And let's see. Oh, it is 2 pages. So this is the one thing that I do like from the budget-friendly companies, that when you do order a Mona Lisa, you do get a chart with them. I've done a couple now, and I noticed that versus some other sites that we shop at. So I'm just going to bring that up just so you can have a rough idea on the charting. So I will say that this is a bit smaller, and you can see in the window, and I'm going to bring it up, but the back stitching seems to be very fine. So it is down here, it is 327 stitches wide by 219 high. So we are going to have quite a large canvas that probably won't even fit. But we'll deal with that when we get there. So we have, 19 colors up to here. We go to page 2. We go up to 43. And then we go down here. We have 62 colors. And we only have 1 back stitch color. So I guess then I must be wrong about these symbols, that it's probably the way this symbol is. So the back stitch is probably just going to be these trees. Not bad at all. That's good. So I'm going to show you the canvas first. Ooh. This is amazing. I do love 11 count now. So let me see if I can bring the camera out. So we got there, and then what about up here? No, so I will, you can just see down here all the symbols, and I'll bring that this way so you can see it all in frame. So this canvas is pretty well covering my desk. Oh, even that, look at, it's not even stitched, and it looks like the picture. Wow. I'm definitely FGNORMAL. If you would like to do another video, I'd like to get the other ones to this set. Beautiful. Now this is strange. Okay, now it does say on the website, I'm going to show you this. It does show on the website that it is a Mona Lisa. And I'm going to set this down and show you that on the card it says Mona Lisa. So, not quite sure what that's about, but let me bring this, let me fold it so we can take a look at this much better. But you can see there's a nice amount right here for framing. Now in here you can see, I'll bring it a little closer. So these ones look like a little bit of purple, and then these ones are like green. So you may need the chart for that, but look at the printing for this. Oh, look at that. But once you put the stitch on, you're not going to see where you're going to backstitch. So a lot of full colored blocks. Got some symbols here. Oh, this is stunning. I'm going to flip this over. So, yeah, a bit of this lighter pink might be very hard to see if you have problems with your eyes, but my goodness, I love it. Wow. And we'll see this side. A lot of color blocking. But look at those blues. Never seen that type of blue for stamped cross stitch. And then here are the symbols, and you can see how well they're printed. So I'm gonna flip this like this so we can see the thread. And I have to say, when I pulled this out of the bag, this feels so soft. So we'll start with number 1 and we'll work our way through. Oh, look at that yellow. Oh, that's nice. Number 10. Look at that pink. Those blues. Look at 30 and 31. They look very similar, but we're just a little bit lighter on the 30. So we'll put that there. And we'll go, wow, that's amazing. Look at those colors. Beautiful. Ooh. So what do you think of this one? I'll set that there, and I'll bring you out the picture just so you can see. So, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to bring out both kits. So here are the 2 kits that I reviewed today. please, in the comment box down below, let me know which one you liked. Did you like the Nathalie Grinch? Or did you like this Mona Lisa spring kit? Let me know. I would love to hear which one, or if you like both. I'd be interested to know what you liked. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, I want to say thank you so much to FGNORMAL for providing me these kits. I really appreciate it. And as I mentioned, I will leave you the links in the description box to get you to the FGNORMAL store. I'll also leave you the links to get you to these kits, the discount code they provided for me, and yeah, go check them out. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these kits away, and we'll do a stitch along. But I also want to mention, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead, hit that subscription button. It will notify you anytime that I post a video. And also I have a Facebook group. It is private. It is Crafting by the Falls with Nathalie, and you will have to answer the question. And yeah, then you can come over and see what everybody's doing over on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to pause, put these away, and I'll be right back. So, I'm going to be stitching on my winter scene. So, I don't think I've stitched this one yet with you. So I know I did show you kind of what I stitched up. I got quite a bit done, but there's still more to go. So I'm going to be stitching on this dark blue, which is color 91. So I was going to work on this area, 40, but this is white. So I thought, okay, and this 46 is a beige. I didn't think it was going to show up this much or that much. So I'm stitching with this one. See, here we go again. I start recording. Tina, you're going to have to lay down. They know. I swear they know. So that's what I'm going to do. I can't do two things at once. So we'll start this off, and then we'll start with what's happening. It's kind of nice to stitch in hand again because, well, like many of you, been stitching up European Town, and I can't believe how much I'm enjoying it, and it's so nice to hear that the ones that are stitching it up are really enjoying it also. So I'm going to try to stay in frame here. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm quite happy. I'm starting to fill in the windows, but kind of glad that I'm doing also this stitch along after I'm done the review. I'm making sure that when I do it, I'm working on trying to finish these kits up so I don't have too many projects on the go. So I do enjoy coming back and stitching on my Joy Sunday. I do still like stitching these kits. I guess bottom line is, doesn't matter what you're stitching, you're always happy, right? So as you know, I film on Sunday, and it's our turn to be hit with the snow again. They are predicting, what are they saying now? I think up to 35 centimeters of snow. At least it's the light, fluffy snow. So it's not heavy to shovel. But I definitely have a feeling I'm having a snow day again tomorrow. Am I sad about that? Not really, but I'm gonna have to work on Friday. Maybe this is a hint. Maybe it's a hint I'm not supposed to take Fridays off. Maybe I should be taking Mondays off. To me, it doesn't matter what day I'm off, as long as I got some time off altogether. Because when I was a PSW, I was never off for any holidays. Still had to go out Christmas, New Year's. You know, when it comes to nursing, you can't, there's no closing down. So I've always been used to working holidays, and even now, the only time I do take off is Christmas Day. I work New Year's Day, because again, if the holiday happens to fall on the Monday, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So most of my clients aren't doing anything anyways, so we just carry on like it's a normal day. I've been hearing throughout the day snowmobiles going down the road. I have to say, I do like to snowmobile. When I lived up north with my daughter's father, it was really awesome. We had snowmobiles, and this place, you could do it. We lived close to the trails, and after supper, we'd get on our suits and boots and that and take off. And for me, I loved going out when it was snowing. So we would just go out, go for rides. Up in that area where I was living, they had really good trails, and they were always maintaining them. And then sometimes we would actually take them out to the cottage. His parents had a cottage, and it was about an hour and a half, I think, on the sleds to get there. But I do have on my bucket list, I would love to do it, is they do have this place up north that you can leave from one town and go to another. It is like a 2-day trip, And halfway through the towns, oh, I don't know, maybe it's about 200 kilometers from town to town. But of course, you're in the back in the bush and the trails. And so anyways, halfway through, they have this hotel in the middle of nowhere. And so you park your sled outside and stay the night and then carry on in the morning to the other town. So that's on my bucket list. I'd love to do one day. There's a lot of things on my bucket list I want to do. Just, you know, I didn't win the lottery yet, so, and trust me, if I win the lottery, I'll be giving out gift cards for you guys for cross-stitch kits. No. Yeah, this canvas I really enjoyed. And it's going to look pretty when it's done. I am not, my 2 baskets aren't even, I haven't done anything to finish anything off. And there's one cross stitch, I think I've told you, that I won like maybe 3 years ago. And I just have a little bit of back stitch to do. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just pull it out and force myself to work on it this weekend. Because see, now that I'm stitching this, I'm enjoying it. But when I'm downstairs and I just see European town, all I want to do is stitch on it. I'm struggling because my finger is very dry, and of course you always hit that same spot with the needle. I did mention it before, I did order some thimbles from Temu, and I got those silicone ones that are full coverage and not like the ones from Painting Fairy that there's holes in. So I'm hoping that'll work out. And then, of course, what do you think I got on Temu? I got some more kits. I think I'm going to be doing a review soon for Temu because I got a bag full of stuff. As I've mentioned, I always like to keep stuff for backup in case I don't have any reviews. But I still have, and I gotta do this, I still have 2 diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club that I need to review. All these plans, just never enough time. And even now, today, I think now I'm about after 6 o'clock at night, Sunday. Where's the day gone? I try to get myself to get up once an hour. And I think that's part of the problem. When I get up, then I'll go into the kitchen, then I get sidetracked. I start doing something in the kitchen, and then multitasking. I got laundry, so then I'll come upstairs, do the laundry, get sidetracked, putt around, doing something else in my bedroom. And next thing you know, you look at the clock, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll just finish this 5 more minutes and go downstairs, cross stitch some more. I'll do a couple strands maybe. Then it's time to get back up, do some more. I did take the weekend off. I did not cook. And it's bitterly cold out. I think it is, I think like -20, -25. They've had huge alerts, but I forget what system. My daughter told me the name of what this system's called, but they don't happen very often. And I know I seen that the system was going all the way from New Mexico right across up into the New York State. And then, of course, in Canada, too. I think the Midwest and over to California and that, they didn't get it. It's crazy. It's starting to become a weekly thing of snowstorms, eh? What am I going to do? These are very light colors on this winter kit. Actually, I'll put that here. You can see. So really, the only thing that's dark is this blue, which I've already done. So are you enjoying me doing these stitch alongs after the review? Do you like that? Do you want me to just do reviews and no stitch along? Or you enjoy, maybe you guys are even working on European Town now. Of course, I gotta let the princess up on the bed. Come here, Gina. I think she finally gave up. She's been sitting at the door and I haven't opened it, so she's like, well, I better go lay down because I don't think Mommy's gonna open the door for me. I'm not gonna do these. I'll do that after camera. when I'm off. I think I'll work here just so then that way it's a longer string of doing them. Did you hear? She just jumped off the bed. Oh, I'm telling you. So, there we go. It's so cold out that the, you know what? Tires are, the snow, it's squeaky. I just missed, look at, just one stitch. That little brown arrow. What is that? It's number 79. If it's close enough, I cheat. I never would have done this before, but it's only you that notices. No one's going to go, oh. Oh, that's not going to work. It's green, so I'm going to have to put a green in. Oh, well. Where am I? Right here. So, am I in camera? There we go. So, did you stay in this weekend? Did you get hit bad with a storm where you are? You know, I don't know if it is just my area, and you'll have to let me know. And I know the States is different, but I'd still be curious to know. But I just find the past, past couple years, it's almost like the city is not putting no money into snow removal. Like, especially being in Niagara Falls, it's a tourist town, and we still get tourists in the winter time. And because you see the American plates and stuff like that. You would think that in that area where the tourist district is, that there'd be snow removal. Nope. At least I have to say, last week on Thursday, driving into work, usually it takes me about 15 minutes. It took me 35 minutes to get there. But I have to say that at least on Thursday, people were driving like there was snow on the road and being more cautious. But I don't know. I just find that the cities aren't maintaining the roads great. Doesn't bother me to drive in the snow. It's like I say, when I lived up north, we got tons of snow. But it's the other people that are in a rush in a snowstorm that bother me. And then, you know, you make sure you leave gaps so that, you know, if you have to slam on your brakes, you got a good distance. But oh no, someone will pull in and go, oh, thanks for leaving the space open so I can cut in front of you. Okay, that's it. I won't, that's it for my complaints. That's one thing too. My mom never got her driver's license. And her mom, my granny, never got her driver's license. And I didn't get my driver's license till I was 20. I was pregnant for Destiny. And that's one thing I will give her father credit for. He pushed me. You need to get your license. And I was like, no. He says, oh, you don't know what it's like, the freedom, the independence. And so, yeah, I went, got my license, and thank God I did, because when I moved down here, if I didn't have my license, there's no way I could have done the work I did. You definitely need a car. And the Niagara area is not set up like Toronto in the big cities where you got the subway, the transit, and all that. We're not set up like that here, so you definitely need a car. I remember one time going up north, and I picked up my granny. I was bringing her back, and oh, she was so cute. She was like, we're driving through Toronto, which, you know, the bigger cities, kind of scary driving through them. But anyways, she just kept on saying, I can't believe you're driving me. And we're driving through Toronto. My daughter got her license right away when she was 16. She bought a car even before she had her license. And it was great because in the last year or so of her, she finished grade 12, then went back for extra credits because of the way her schooling was going. So she ended up, she started driving to school. So that gave me a little bit more freedom of not having to drive her to school. I could work as long as I wanted to, so that was nice. And she still has that car. It was one of my clients. It's a Honda, and you can't beat Hondas. She turned 90, and she decided to give up her driver's license. So her name was Martha, and Destiny calls her car Martha. So well, I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna have to keep her downstairs. Tina, I can't do that today. I need both hands. Went downstairs and gave her dinner in between the review. Oh, hard done by, right? So gonna have for myself tonight a bowl of soup. Nice hot bowl of soup. That's what you got to do on these cold winter days. I can't wait to get in these areas. You can see those little flowers there, and up in here, there, everywhere. Getting back to European Town. It was today. I sit in my chair, and I told you I have a TV table that I put the clamps on, and I stitch. And today when I was coming down the stairs, I actually looked down at the cross stitch, and it's like, oh wow. I started filling in some of the windows with the brown, and then you got the roof I don't have the roof completely done, but a good portion of it, of the blue. And now it's just like, oh, look at the houses. Or the house. It's just, yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be, I think it's fun. So everything went well with my nephew this weekend. We ended up watching Zootopia 2. And we watched some Avatar. And then Saturday morning, we ended up going over to my daughter's house. Actually, I just said that to her yesterday. I'm like, your house is like a zoo. They have the dog, which now Bear, good name. I think he's about 85 pounds now. I think she said in another month or so, I think he's going to be a year old. But you got Bear, and then she has a cat named, oh my God, why am I going blank? I can't think of her name. Rosie. Oh, boy. Yeah, Rosie. And then they got a black cat. Actually, her dog is a rescue that they got off the native reserve. And then, actually, all her cats, now that I'm thinking about that, all her animals. She got Rosie 3 years ago. Someone found her out in the country. So she got Rosie that way. Bear she got from the Humane Society, but like I say, they were rescues from the Indian Reserve. And then Opie, there was, yeah, they got, I think something like 25 cats got dropped off, kittens, at the Humane Society. And so Opie was one of those cats. And they've named the cat and both their cats after scientists. it ends up it's a good couple, Destiny and Nate. It's really fun to go on vacation with them or go out because Destiny is, I told you she does horticulture. And Nate, he did biology. And so he knows all about rocks and dinosaurs and all that stuff. So when we were in Costa Rica, it was so fun when we would go to the parks because Destiny would be going around talking about the trees and, you know, the landscape that way. And then, you know, Nate's in the water taking out like a little crab, or we'd see bugs or whatever. It was really great. And both of them are so knowledgeable on that stuff. So yeah, they make a good pair. It's going on 8 years they're together. Oh, I don't know. I'm maybe I'll. What time are we? Yeah, maybe I'll tell a story. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. So their wedding anniversary. They're not even married. Their anniversary of when they met is February 1st. And so Destiny started dating Nate when she was in school. And my parents didn't want her dating while she was in school. They were like, you need to be focused on your education and no time for boys. Well, I knew. She told me that she started seeing Nate. And so her starting to date Nate February 1st, my mom ended up passing away at the end of April of the same year. So, but anyways, I knew about Nate and she really wanted me to meet him. And so she organized the dinner, and I think she was pretty nervous, but Nate was even more nervous. And so we went to this restaurant, and I asked Destiny if I could do this before we went, and she thought it was pretty funny. And I was like, okay. Now you got to remember, I've been a single mom, and her father was not in the picture at all. So I'm like a mama bear. And I had no clue what kind of guy this was going to be. So he comes and sits in the booth and we're talking. And so then Destiny kind of gave me the nod to start, eh? And so I said to him, I said, well, you're well aware, because he loves the bush. He loves going fishing and stuff like that. So I said, you're well aware of like a mama bear and what happens if someone threatens to hurt her cub, right? And he's like, yeah. And I pointed to myself and I said, I'm Mama Bear. And then I pointed over to Destiny and said, that's Baby Bear. That's my cub. You do anything, you're going to be dealing with me. And he's like, okay. So then I had a file folder, and Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause. I'm going to go get it, and I'll be right back. So I found it, and I'll just show you a little bit here. But this is what I did. Application for permission to date my daughter. And I was actually talking to Nate about it yesterday, and I told him, I'm keeping this. The day that you guys get married, I'm pulling this out. Well, they're going on 8 years. I don't know if there's going to be a marriage or if I'm going to pull this out, but I was just going through it, and I'm laughing because he was awesome on filling out this application. And just some of the questions they ask. So it asks like about his parents and then number of years they've been married, and he says at least 4. If less than your age, explain. And he writes, I was a surprise. Best darn child they got. And then under that section, it's accessory section, and A, do you own or have access to a van? And he checked off yes and wrote no windows. A truck with oversized tires? No. C, a waterbed? Yes, but only the mattress. D, a pickup truck with a mattress in the back. He wrote no. This is like 3 or 4 pages long. And then it says E, a tattoo? No. F, do you have an earring, nose ring, pierced tongue, pierced cheek, or belly button ring? No. And then in brackets in red it says, if you answered yes to any of the above, discontinue application and leave the premise immediately. I suggest running. And oh my God, just different essay section. 50 words or less. What does late mean to you? He writes, rhymes with Nate. In 50 words or less, what does do not touch my daughter mean to you? He wrote definitely in capital letters, touch your daughter. Oh, what a guy. Like, oh, and then later on in this application, it says, when would it be the best time to interview your father? He writes 3 a.m. Mother, 3 a.m. He's like, pastor, never met him. And then short answer section, answer by filling in the blank. Please answer freely. All answers are confidential. A, if I were to shoot, the last place I would want to shoot would be the foot. He said either one. If I were beaten, the last bone I would want broken is my entire skeleton, he writes. Oh, it's just, oh, it's so funny. And then and then there's one more other page about the application. And then the last page, it just goes on, and it's like 10 rules for dating my daughter. So, oh my goodness, how friggin' funny is that? So, of course, I have it in a plastic to protect it. And I don't know if these two are going to get married or not. They both have said they don't want to get married, but my daughter's been constantly going, Nate, you know. So who knows what happens. But yeah, they've been together 8 years. But I thought it was pretty funny. And Nate was a great guy. He went along with it. And as I've mentioned to you before, we get together with, like we'll do a family get together with his parents, and his parents are split up, but we'll be all together. And when I told them what I did to Nate, they laughed, especially his mom. She's like, good for you. Oh, well. Well, we're getting there. I never ever did bring my bike downstairs to stitch on. I have this one and I have my spring one sitting beside my chair. And I haven't stitched them. I've just been busy on European Town. So my throat's been a little sore today. I'm thinking it's just because it's so dry. The heat's been on and well, I wonder what Mother Nature's going to do to us for the rest of the week. I know it's going to be cold. But I don't know. I think, do we? I can't remember. Just seems like our forecast is snow all the time. So I think that old expression, in like a lamb, out like a lion. So I just hope this doesn't keep up to spring. Just a good excuse to stay in the house and cross stitch, right? Mind you, last year, I ended up not going to a lot of the car shows because it was just so hot. And I found it hard, like, it's bad enough I'm tired from the week of work that I'm not going out into the heat. All the guys are retired, so they can recoup during the week. I can't. So I hope someone did mention to me that they are calling for a very hot summer. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. I guess I'll stitch this row and then we'll call it a day. I have to say, I know I keep on saying this, but thank you for sticking around. As I mentioned, my one thing about doing this channel was getting to know other people, and I now, as much as you guys say you look forward to my videos, so do I. I love hearing from, I love reading the comments, hearing from you. And just like you know what I'm doing, you guys will fill me in with some of the things you're doing. So that's great. There we go. Well, we got that filled in. What do you think? I'm just going to stick the pin there. It's coming along. Be nice. Yeah. Look at those. This one I really do like. I love the purple. I love the pumpkin. That's going to be nice. And spring's going to be cute to stitch up. But we're not there yet. So, as always, thank you so much. If just a little reminder, if you're already, actually, what am I saying? If you haven't yet given me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It just lets me know that you're enjoying the content that I'm bringing to you. And I will be back on Saturday, and you can see where I am working for European Town. Okay, well, until next time, take care. Bye for now.